That's Torrey. I think leading the way there. So no,
Right.
I have so much respect for him too.
That's Bruce Bochy talking about Torrey Lovello as they get ready. 5:00 start, game one of the World Series. I mean, no Astros, no Red Sox. It's perfect, right? I mean, it makes for a great World Series.
Finally, a good World Series.
Yeah,
Rock.
finally.
Yeah, finally.
He's on the line.
Yeah, he's
Sean
there.
Salisbury here on Rock and Manooch with Jimmy B. How you doing there, Sean?
What's up, Sean?
I'm doing great. 333, and 333. I'm going to tell you this right now, buddy. Both of you clowns. First off,
You love the
jealousy sucks, doesn't it? Jealousy sucks, doesn't it? You know, I mean, with the Astros have been the Denzel Washington, Daniel Day-Lewis of baseball. Okay, I mean, the truth is, it's like golf when you keep hitting at the short grass and making putts.
Oh, come on.
When you've been to 7 straight ALCSs, I mean, every now and again, you know what you do? You feel sorry for the team down about 4 hours away, and you say, "Go ahead, Nathan Evaldi, you go do your thing." So, hey, man, I can't lose. We got the Astros. My guy Bruce Bochy's in the finals here, and my second home, Arizona. Hey, I need a vacation from talking about the Astros for a few minutes anyway. So there you go. Congratulations to your guys, Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yeah, and I don't think either fan base expected this. I mean, come on, both wild cards, and here they are. And yeah, I mean, you know the Rangers a lot better than we do, especially obviously what just happened against the Astros. But what do you think their biggest strength is that Diamondback fans need to be concerned about?
It's awesome, and I don't know if people expected them to be here, but I love teams that can go on and grind out wins on the road. And in that Texas series, obviously the Texas-Houston series, that's all that happened. And with you guys going on, and I'll tell you what, to go on the road and handle Philly in that hostile environment and have to win too, it was pretty impressive by both franchises against really good teams. The swagger of both Philadelphia and Houston has been pretty big over the last couple of years. But for the Rangers, there's a lot of strengths, man. I'll tell you the one thing, the way the Diamondbacks grind out hits, mix in power, small ball them, take extra bases, and get really, really good pitching from the guy that people still crave here, Brent Strom, the best pitching coach in all of baseball. Mike Maddox not far behind it. The weakness, guys, and even though it didn't rear its head late with the back end of the Leclerc and Spores and Chapman, normally that's the weakness of their team has been the bullpen, because they can rake. If they get rolling, man, it's a snowball. They hit and hit and hit, and they're 2 frontline starters now without DeGrom. Nathan Evaldi is a phenomenal postseason pitcher, and you guys got Gallen going, and then the in line, they've got some guys who can go. With Evaldi going tonight, he knows how to pitch and get a lot of swing and miss and elevate a fastball. The weakness is the bullpen. If you're going to get them, you better get them early, and you better get the starter out of there. And when you do, then you can attack the bullpen. But they score in bunches, and they're an inconsistent team. They'll win 4 in a row, lose 4 in a row, score 11 runs, 4 games in a row. They can hit, and watching them all year. And Bochy, they don't beat themselves very often. Like Torrey's team, you guys, both these teams, the other one's going to have to beat you. The difference is they supply so much power with the Rangers. It's good that they're difficult out when they start to feel it, but you'll get some swing and miss with them, but they are a grinder at the plate, and they can hit the long ball.
Sean, I didn't get a chance to watch the Rangers much this year, but every time I watched, even during these playoffs, Garcia. Has anybody ever gotten him out? I mean, I watch him play in the outfield. I watch him play. He's got a hose. Strong, big, strong kid. I mean, is he one of the best kept secrets in the American League now, coming on the national stage?
Yeah, you always know that the Seager and Marcus Semien. This dude comes along, 15 RBIs of the series against the Astros. Like he had a third of a season for some. It was crazy. I'll tell you how you get him out. And people are gonna think, Sean, you can't do that. Just hit him with a fastball in the rib cage. That's how you get him. That's how you prevent him from hitting a home run. No, in truth, the guy he's one of those guys. Remember, guys, was it last year or the year before when Kike Hernandez got on that roll where you couldn't get him out in the postseason when he was in Boston?
Yes.
He did it against the Astros. I mean, every time he came to the plate, he was beating balls off the fence, and that's what they saw with the Dallas. And you know what's the crazy thing? what led to that great run in this series is he got hit after strike. He strikes out 4 times, then hits a grand slam, then homers the first time the next game, and then gets hit, and then it lit him up. He got the last laugh, and that's their 15 RBIs. They are really, really good guys, 1 through 6 or 7, and they get a little help at the end of the order. And so power advantage Texas, scrappy, I don't want to say no names, but guys across, if you're not in Arizona, you don't follow baseball, you may not know some of the names in Arizona, but great pitching coach, and they're going to stay in it. I don't think this is a one-sided advantage at all for the Rangers. They're well-managed, both teams. You just got to keep the ball in the ballpark if possible, and getting Garcia out is a pain in the ass. So good luck with that.
What is your prediction?
You know what? It's for me at this stage, guys. I almost root for, and I know this is going to sound cheesy, but so many friends in Arizona and Dallas. I've lived both places, so I'm even if it wasn't going to be the Astros, I'm glad that it's these two.
Yeah.
Because I get to root for both good people and friends of mine on the other side, and I like going to both places. I've known Bruce Bochy for a long time. One of my great birthday celebrations in Scottsdale was during spring training with Boch, and we had so many. I'll leave out the whole night, but we had a lot of laughs and a lot of good fun and a lot of cold beer. And that hat's about size 9 and 7/8, and he's as humble as it gets because old Big Head's going to be out there getting after it. But he has such a calming effect. I don't care. I really don't, since my teams are out of it. But easy to root for Arizona. If they do it, I'll be happy for all my friends. The broadcast team with Gonzo and Steve Berthium. No, I worked with Bert for a long time, so I root for them. I know that's a lot of jargon, and if Boch wins, I don't care. I'd love a 7-game series, and I'm going to thumb up either one of them because I'm not that fan that, our team didn't get in. I hate the others. That's not me. I root for good people, and there's really good people in this, and my friends in both cities. So I really don't care. I'll say the Rangers in 7 because Bochy's pretty good in these series
3
and a little more experienced. But the way that Arizona team scraps and stays alive, I love their gut.
John Salisbury, Rocket Minucci here on Fox Sports 910. All right, what's going on in Michigan with the sign stealing? Is that similar to your days when you were at USC?
No, yeah. No, we just ran student body right and told you we were running it. You still couldn't stop us. So you could have sold. Matter of fact, and this is a true story, guys. We're playing against Notre Dame, and I'm telling you, we are wearing them out, and that doesn't happen very often. And Bruce Matthews got this 3-point stance. You guys know how good Bruce was. And Marcus is back there, and it's like, we are running right. We're running right. And I'll never forget it. Told them they were running right, and we did like 12 times in a row. And you just couldn't stop. So they could steal all the signals they want. When you got that offensive line and Marcus, regardless of the dumbass quarterback, we were tough to stop, right? but so you could steal our signals. With Michigan, guys,
2.
I don't have a problem with gamesmanship. It's the electronic part, right? Because, Manute, you know this, standing on sidelines with us, when the other team, you're trying to steal signals all the time.
Sure.
Like you do in baseball, standing on second base. But when video and electronics, the MTK has got a lot of problems, and worrying about, the eye candy of stealing signals is one thing. And you should, like I think Matt Rule said, put the transmitter in their helmet too, so you guard against that. But when it comes to, videoing their practices and games or their games at the stadium, a little bit overboard. But I think got to change. I don't care if somebody tries to get our signals, change them. But when you're video them, that goes above and beyond, and they're probably going to get a little bit of wrath and take some punishment. And the crazy thing is that's a good football team, Michigan is. But it's the videoing and the electronic stuff that bothers me. But the other stuff doesn't. I can care less.
Hey, Sean, one quick NFL question. C.J. Stroud, what you're watching this young man do down there in Houston, I'm very impressed with that young man. 3-3 after 6 with a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
What are they doing, number one, to help him? And number two, what are they doing to protect him so he has success on the field?
You know what they've done, and they've had a makeshift offensive line, Manuch, for a while now because of the injuries and guys during training camp got hurt, so they've had to meal piece it around, right? And they're finally starting to get healthy. But Bobby Sloat, they come from San Francisco, so they know how to window dress a lot of stuff. And the one that we all knew he could throw it. Hell, at Ohio, he's been throwing it since he was in high school. The key was processing for all rookies, processing information and getting through progressions. And I'll be honest with you, that's been his strength. Throwing it's one thing, and he's accurate. He pushes the ball down the field, and he's not doing it as like a check down guy. He is pushing the ball down the field with aggressiveness, but he's not getting selfish, and that's a good thing. And we're still not running the ball like they want to, but he has been nothing but a great find. They love him here. and they love his personality and his grind. But it's his processing 6 games into the season. Rookies aren't supposed to be able to do this on the norm. He's playing like a guy who's been in the league 5 years. They're doing a great job of manufacturing situations for him, but also teaching him where the fourth guy is that you can't block, and he's staying out of bad plays, and they're simplifying it, even though they're window dressing it.
Sean, last one. I got about 30 seconds, but, since you got your master's degree, you're now this big-time entrepreneur, and you heard our new open with PSF, Pro Sports Fans.
Yeah, you guys are golden.
I mean,
awesome.
Yeah, that's where, that's what happens when you get a master's degree from the Ohio University. It's a little bit different, but, we're still you're kind of at the closest to my level. I mean, you're getting there, Sean. I mean, the fact that you own an app and I don't, it's kind of a big deal. So
that's
tell everybody, because we're trying to get
so much for that Masters in Ohio. Okay, hey, the question is, do you want to stomp the grapes or drink the wine, brother? That's what I want to know. I want to do both. I like grinding and working now, man. I'm having a blast, and they've always told me the more you can do, we don't have to do in football. Yeah. So I'm trying to do that in truth, guys. And thank you for that nice open. The app is exploding. But if you got a couple million you want to throw in for the next series of funding, I'll take it with all that money you make. I know how much money you make. A lot, dude. You're the king there between you two. So
yeah.
But it's going really well. I appreciate your guys' involvement, and I'm loving it. We're building something pretty epic and special. I think it's a game changer for the fans.
Again, download the app, PSF. It's called Pro Sports Fans. We're involved in it. Jack's along with us is involved in it, and Sean's been doing a bunch with it. It's especially here in Arizona. This app has got people from all over the country. It's amazing. It's a great app, and it's growing every day. So,
and I appreciate your guys' involvement. And also, I hope Arizona has a great series too, guys. And it's all fun and games, and I hope it's a good one, and that your fans get to feel it again for the second time. That'd be awesome.
Have a great weekend, Sean. Good to hear from you, man. Thanks for the time.
Great deal. I look forward to more of it, guys. Thank you so much.
You got it. Sean Salisbury here. You follow him on Twitter at Unfiltered. That's Sean Unfiltered, that is. He's part of the iHeartRadio, hosts the Sean Salisbury Show on Sports Talk 790 in Houston. We'll come right back. We got our locks of the week. It's Rocket Manu from Wright Toyota.
Clear. This is the